Alright, yo, what is going on, guys? It's LogicLookss, and today I got a quick little video for you guys, and this one is going to be focusing in depth on one snipe filter in particular. And most of you guys use this filter or know this filter. Recently it has changed though, just because so much content has been coming out that so many of these types of cards have been getting pulled, and therefore prices are just dropping more and more and more. So basically today's video is on what silver cards to snipe and what price to snipe them at, and there's a couple of other tips in here, so just stay tuned. Let's get into it though. Let's go. Alright guys, so the filter used to be silver up to like 2,400 and you would be able to see no cards. Usually the cheapest silver was around like 2.9k. Right now though, as you can see, the market is flooded with them, and that's understandably so, because if you think about it, so much content has been coming out that you really cannot control this market lately, and it is what it is. Like, you can't do much about it. What you can do though is adjust your filter a little bit and know what cards to target, and therefore make even more MT in the long run. For example, I'll take that, make a little bit off it. Any profit is profit at the end of the day, so you gotta stay focused on that. So basically the new filter, the one I use, is silver, and then I bring it down to 1,600. And now this filters out any of the Pelicans players. Usually if any Pelicans player pops up for under 1,600, pick him up. Any card that pops up under 1,600 you want to pick up, because all those can easily be flipped for minimum 2,100, which means you'll make like 300 MT or so profit, and some of them even go up to like 10k. I'll show you guys some examples in a couple minutes here. Like for example, this Danny Green right here, he goes for like 9.8k. I got him for like 1,000, so made a nice little profit on him for sure. And those are the type of cards you want to target. Honestly, anything that pops up you want to buy, you do not want to hesitate, because this filter right here is super competitive. A lot of people are on it, so anything that pops up you want to scoop up, and then you can check its price later. Most likely you'll make some MT on it. Obviously if you're watching this video far into the future, prices may have changed. I'm not sure, they may have even gone up, so you just got to adjust your filter. If you guys need help, comment it in the comment section below, and I'll help each and every single one of you guys. But let's get into what teams go for the most and what teams and players you should be sniping the most. Alright guys, so if we just search silver players, you will see a ton of them up, and there are some that you really want to go for, and some that you won't make much of a profit on if you use the filter, but you can definitely still make a nice little profit on them if you're patient. So basically the ones that go for almost nothing are Grizzlies players, Pelicans players, Timberwolves players. Most of them don't go for anything, but if you obviously see them for under the price range I gave you guys, buy them. The Kings players don't go for anything. Of course the Bucks players, those are the main teams I would say that don't really go for much. The Cavs players don't really go for too much if you're looking to pick them up for more than 2,000 MT. Obviously Knicks players go for a decent amount, except for Frank, I'm not even gonna pronounce his last name, bro. Hawks players have dropped in price, so those go for around like 3k. They hover around that price. Those are the main teams that you kind of want to stay away from, but at the same time, if you snipe them, it's fine. You'll be making a nice little profit on them anyway, so not bad. Pistons players you can make actually a good profit on. Some of them go for more than others. You just got to pay attention to who. Same with Clippers players. It's kind of hard to like judge their price, but if you can scoop them up for under 2k, definitely do it. You'll be able to make a profit on them. Those are the teams that you realistically want to stay away from, I would say. Everybody else you can make profit on, a lot of profit on. Obviously if you see like a card sitting for 26 minutes, do not buy it. It's not a snipe, stay away from it. Obviously the teams that go for a lot, we're gonna get into that right now, are starting with the 76ers. The 76ers players go for quite a bit of MT, surprisingly. The cheapest is like 4k, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Last I checked, yeah, it's around 4k, and it's Markelle Fultz. So if you could pick any of these up, you'll be making yourself a nice little profit for sure. Obviously Bulls players go for a ton of MT. I don't know how much they go for right now. They were hovering at around like 5k, yeah, around there. So if you see any Bulls players for cheap, definitely scoop them up. Celtics players go for a ton of MT. Surprisingly, Brad Wanamaker, I think that's his name, I sold him for like 9k, and I was actually mind blown that a silver card from the Celtics goes for that much. But hey, it is what it is. It works. Heat cards, one of the most expensive in the game for sure. I think it's up there for probably top 3 most expensive silver teams in the game. As you can see, cheapest is 6.850. And guys, I will give you a filter to snipe the best of the best silver cards in a minute here. Hornets, they go for a good amount, but they have dropped recently to around 4k. so you still make a little profit. If you want to just go team by team, you could probably find some cheap players, Jazz players. If you find them for under 3k, scoop them up, make a nice little profit on them. Basically what I'm trying to say is, if you go team by team, you could also snipe this way. I've done it before and it works great. You could go team by team, filter them out, and whatever you see, basically Mavericks is a great one as well. They go for a ton. I had a couple of those saved up and I sold them for quite a bit MT. But what you want to do is go team for team. That's what I've been doing, and I've just been finding so many like players for steals. Like for example, Mavericks, I refreshed like a couple minutes before making this video and I saw one for like six I think it was, or 5.5k. Picked it up, sold it quickly for like 7.2. It's just easy profits. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Obviously Nets players go for a lot. Jarrett Allen has dropped though, so if you see him, just be aware. Some of these players have dropped in value. Same with Joe Harris, but still definitely go for a lot. Nuggets players, most expensive team in the game, hands down, I believe. If you take a look at their price, you know, it's like 10k is the cheapest one. Yeah, 9.9k, still the most expensive team in the game. Pacers players go for a ton as well, and that's a team you're going to be seeing a lot of. Pacers, people don't think it's expensive, but it is. Rockets players, man, this filter right here, I literally sit here for 5 minutes refreshing Rocket players and I get 2 or 3 easily for cheap, for like 3-4k, and I flip them for like 6, 7, 8 easily. So definitely keep an eye on the Rockets as well. Spurs is not terrible. You won't be able to make a ton of MT on it. Trailblazers has dropped. I would stay away from them if I were you guys, unless you picked them up with the original filter I gave you guys, the silver 500 to 1600. And Wizards are super expensive, bro. If you take a look, 7k is the cheapest, so you could definitely pick up like Ian Mahimi. If you see him for like 7k, pick him up. He sells for a lot more. But guys, that's basically what silver players or teams you should be targeting. Now there is a little filter I do use that actually gives me some of the better players. Now this is actually great and it works amazing for me. Sadly, the Hawks have kind of killed this filter a little bit, but it still does work. You just want to go 2700 southeast and just refresh, and whenever you see a Hornets player or a Heat player, scroll over and buy that really quickly, because those go for a ton. This is a filter I would use right here. Also, I think it was, no, not Pacific. Let me just find it, guys, really quickly. I forget what filter I was using, but it works great as well. So I'll be right back when I find it really quickly. The reason you want to be using the Atlantic filter is obviously try to stay away from Frank, because he goes for probably the cheapest out of every one of them. But if you see any other Knicks players, you could scoop them up, make a little bit of profit on them. Raptors players, you can make tons of profit on. People sleep on the Raptors, but you could for sure make tons of profit on those. For example, my Danny Green right here, 9.8k. He'll probably sell, hopefully. If not, I'll list him up for like 9k and he'll sell. But yeah, you want to focus on that filter, especially because Celtics players also go for a lot, and Sixers. So that's probably one of my favorites right here. Atlantic, and then you just want to search, and you know, you'll see your occasional snipe. Obviously, if you want to do it simpler, you could just go silver 1600 and just keep spamming this filter, bro. Literally every couple minutes. I'm gonna actually spend a couple minutes on it and see what I can get, just to show you guys that it does work and that you can make tons of MT off it. So let's just, you know, spend a couple minutes on it and I'll check back with you guys when we got something. Alright guys, so there you see it, 1000 MT for a Pelicans player. Obviously not the best team to snipe, but hey, you think about it, we listed up for 2k, it sells in like 2 seconds. There we go, another one, 650. This is the most consistent filter in the game, bro. I can't stress this enough. People look to like snipe diamonds, pink diamonds. Yo, no need, because realistically I do that, but it's not really worth it in my opinion. If you spend an hour on, you know, the silver filter, you're guaranteed to make like 30k plus. Whereas if you spend like an hour on the diamond filter, man, you could make nothing and you could go away, you know. Oh my god, bruh, I'm cheesed. You guys see that? I was so fast and I still missed it. That was a Nuggets player. He goes for 10k. I missed him for 1.5. But hey, if I was paying more attention, probably would have got him. So you guys definitely got to do this filter. It is super competitive, so you got to have fast fingers, bro. And make sure you have good internet connection, because people ask me, how do you snipe so fast? You got to have good internet connection, bro. Try to get a wired connection if possible, just so it refreshes your auction house faster. And make sure you're changing your bid every single time, or else it will not refresh and you won't see the snipes that often. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. You guys saw a living proof that it works. Obviously I've only spent a couple minutes on it and I've gotten 2 already, missed 1. If you guys are faster than me though, hey, you might be able to get all 3 and you could have made like 10k MT plus already by now, which is great. But if you guys enjoyed this in-depth filter, like I went through all the teams you should be sniping, all the players, how to snipe them, and I showed you that it actually does work, leave a like down below. I'll do this with more filters. For example, I could do the heat check filter, because a lot of people are asking me, yo, what specific teams and players should I target in the heat check filter? I've easily made over 200 KMT using the heat check filter alone. So let me know if you guys want to see that. Let's smack the like button though. Try to hit 75 likes for more of these types of videos. Obviously, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join the crew. We're on the road to 5k. Hopefully we can hit that soon. Also, don't forget to turn on those notifications. I hope you guys have a great day. Go out there and snipe. Let me know how much MT you guys make from this filter. I'll see you guys in the video later today. Hope you guys have a great day. Stay blessed. I'll see you. Peace.
The drink, but what they think, I live by my code now. I'm on the road now, and I am not slowing down.